All right, man. Colorado fans, y'all should feel good. This is some excellent news reported today by On3 Sports, right? Colorado star Travis Hunter is expected to play Saturday night against Arizona. Big game for Colorado, man. I do want to say this. I did not react to the game, but I do want to say this about Colorado. I like the resolve that they showed, right? They came up a little bit short, trying to get that PI call late, but the fact that they were able to come back with not all of their horses, this Colorado team is better than we thought. Now, a lot of y'all gonna say, "Oh, well, the season's over. Like, they got a conference loss. There's no way they can get in there." But let's look at their schedule and actually take a deep dive and look. All right, so when you look at their schedule, this is what they got, right? They got Arizona, they got Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, Oklahoma State. Now, when you looked at the schedule initially, y'all, and you was like, "Oh man, this schedule is really hard," right? When you looked at like Kansas State, UCF, Baylor, Utah, right, Oklahoma State, you was like, "Man, this schedule is tough." Now you kind of looking at it like Colorado could potentially win out. Obviously it's going to be a tough test playing Oklahoma State at home, but got to shut down Ollie Gordon. They're not having a good year, right? Kansas is 1-5, right? 0-3 in conference play. Utah just lost Ken Rising for the rest of the season with a lower leg injury. They're going to start Isaac Wilson, their sophomore, right? And Ken Rising might get a eighth potential year. We talked about that yesterday. And then you got Texas Tech, right? Winnable game, right? Cincinnati, winnable game. Arizona, winnable game. So when you look at Colorado, let's look at the Big 12 standings real quick as well. All right, so this is the creme de la creme. This is the high, right? Now, like I said, Texas Tech, right, having a good year, but I still feel like for Colorado, that is a winnable game, Now, they got to have some fall fall their way, right? Somebody got to knock off BYU, right? They don't play BYU. Somebody got to knock off Iowa State. They don't play Iowa State, right? But you get a chance to get Texas Tech. So somebody got to knock off one of these two teams up here if you're going to have a chance, right? Because if you win out, your conference record is going to be a loss. But then you stuck with these teams, right? Kansas State has a win over you, right? So they're going to get the head-to-head, right? Cincinnati, you play them this year. You could potentially knock them down a spot also in the conference standings, right? You got to play Utah. Utah's likely done. Let's be for real, right? And then you play Arizona on this one. So it's like if you're Colorado, is the wall, is it kind of a steep climb? Yes, it is. But you do have a favorable. You do have an easier route to kind of get there. Some things got to fall line in your way. You got to knock off Texas Tech. You got to knock off Cincinnati and some other teams. But that's why that game against Kansas State was so big, because if you beat them, you hand them their second conference loss. You're still undefeated. You right up here with Texas Tech, Iowa State, and BYU. But now we're going to see. And I'm telling y'all, it's not out of the realm of possibility for Colorado to get in there. They got to have some things fall their way, though. So if you're a Colorado fan, you got to feel good getting your star, very rare superstar, on both sides of the ball back, because you've seen the resolve of your team. You've seen the resiliency, right? You've seen them go up against adversity and be able to battle back and nearly pull it out. So you feel pretty good about that and your potential chance. It's not out of the realm. Remember, if you win the Big 12 championship, you get an automatic bid in the college football playoff. So if they win out, don't sleep. It could happen. We've seen a lot of big upsets in the Big 12 so far this year. There could be more on the horizon. We will find out, man. But good injury news here for Colorado fans. Their two-way star is back. Hopefully the shoulder injury won't be lingering, and hopefully he'll continue to be able to play at the high level he's been playing, at the Heisman type of level he's been playing.